Attorney Lenore, my soon-to-be ex and I are separated. The holidays are coming. My children want to share the holidays with both my husband and me. However, he is taking them on a skiing trip at a large resort and told them I am not allowed to join them. He says he doesn't think it's the best idea. The kids are very upset about his dogmatic position. I'm sad and angry that he gets to decide what he thinks is best for our children during the holidays. Sincerely, feeling left out.
Well, generally, if you have a custody schedule that you've agreed to or that has been put in place by the court, you've decided who gets what holiday and for what portion of time. Okay. So they may be within their rights to do that. Now, if you don't have that agreement, or the children are older and you've kind of left it up in the air, I think the kids should kind of weigh in on that. And if the kids don't feel comfortable with that, then I think that they should be given a voice. I think what's sad about that is, and I say this a lot of times in my job that I work for the courts trying to help people settle custody cases, is after you're 18, your kids are 18, the courts can't tell you what to do. You're on your own. So what are you going to do when it comes up to a marriage and college or birth of a child or engagement or graduations? What do you want that to look like? Do you really still want your children to feel like they're caught in the middle and they have to make a choice? I mean, that's an awful thing to do to your kid, to make them feel they have to make a choice between two of the most important people in their life. That person that's saying, they don't think it's a good idea. You're asking your kids to constantly straddle a chasm and do the shuttle diplomacy between the two of you. And it's not fair to your kids to do that. Your kids should feel that they can be with both of you. And I know that doesn't always happen. But not only are you shortchanging your kids, you're shortchanging yourself, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Then that means at some point there's going to be a holiday or a big event and you're not going to be included. So what do you want? You really have to think long and hard. What do you want the rest of your life to look like with your kids? Do you want it to be that, you only get to see your grandkids half the time because the two of you can't stay in the same room? Because that's what you're setting yourself up for. And it's a shame, because you got together, you saw this was a person that you wanted to have children with. This is a person you thought was going to be a good parent. And what kind of a message are you giving your children? That half of their DNA is defective because you don't want to be in the same room with them? How's that going to sit with your child the rest of their life? Are you really setting your child up to be successful? Or are you just asking them to carry your emotional baggage with them the rest of their life? It really is very unfair. And so I think for something like that, that is really a shame, because your kids are either going to have to give up a big ski trip or not spend the holiday with a parent that they love. That parent is really being selfish in my mind. And to avoid those kind of things going forward, mediation. If you had mediated things, if you had started laying the foundation for trust and going forward in a different way, separate, but still being co-parents in a healthy way, you probably would not be in that situation.